the fact that I have AirPods, the fact that I have like 2 water bottles, the fact that I just went to the gym, the fact that I have jewelry, I have clean clothes, I've never went without water, I've never starved because of scarcity of food, like all of this stuff, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck without the ability to save for anything. And I was just thinking, what a first world problem of not being able to figure out what I want to do in my future. Not just what I want to do, but how to get there, and struggling with the ability to move, because my plan is to move, but how am I going to do that when I'm living paycheck to paycheck? I was just thinking about this today, and then I went to the gym and I was like, oh my gosh, I can make a video about this, because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with literal first world problems. Like, oh my gosh, I can't afford to move out, but I have a house. I've never starved. Like, we have all the food in the world and we have all of the jobs in the world. And I actually, you know how I got a job in my last few videos? I started working at a restaurant that I really, really liked, and it did not pay what I thought it did, and for a lot of the time that I was there, it wasn't enough for me. And so I decided to just leave. And I realized that this was like a foreign idea for the people that worked there, because they were like, oh, why would you leave? Because you just started, and like, give it time, and it's fine to not like make that much. They're like, oh, just stay. And I thought, with the abundance of jobs out there, even if it's just a teeny tiny little bit more, there's so many places that pay a little more for less time, because I just spent so much of my time there. I wasn't feeling good about it, and there was a lot of times when I would come home crying, because I'm like, what am I doing? What is this? And I have realized that when you get to that point of not wanting to go to a job or feeling so bad or feeling like you don't want to go, it really messes with your energy, and it lowers your energy so much to where you just start losing like your purpose of life. And I think I have become aware of that, and that's why I choose places that I really like, and I don't stay at a job that I don't like, because there's so many opportunities to make money around here. And the fact that we have access to the internet, AI, you can literally ask AI any question you could possibly have. And that's why sometimes I don't understand people that say, oh, like the older generation had it easier because they, like, their dollar was actually worth something, and dollars here are like literally worth nothing. Like, even though I have AirPods here, it's like $150, I think. $150 will probably last, I don't know, 3 weeks of groceries. So does it really make a difference? Even though this will help me with my gym, so I can stay consistent because music, but it's like, or maybe I'm just thinking too much about this, but I'm like, okay, we have technology. I have a phone. We have a computer in the house. I have a car. Not only a car, but an electric car. And the majority of people have these things. They have a phone, they have technology, they have all of this stuff. They have branded shoes, they have all of this stuff, and we're still living paycheck to paycheck. Even though I feel like I'm one of those people that literally does not spend on anything. Literally does not spend on anything. The only thing that I can think of that I actually purchased in the past 6 months, probably, is socks and AirPods, because I lost my other earbuds. And I recently went to the thrift store and I got mixing bowls for $3 and a top. And I was in a mindset today where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna save money. I don't know how I'm going to achieve these things that I want. Even though the how, I try so hard not to stress about, because it'll just happen. I guess. We don't need to know the how, just know that we're going somewhere. And I know I need to work for it too. And also, there are side hustle apps out there, like Instacart, DoorDash. Like, there really is no lack of places to make money, especially here in the US, because although I do have family like in other, I was gonna say other countries, but literally they're in Mexico. Like, we have family in Mexico, and they are also struggling, and they see America as like this place where you literally have all the abundance, which is true, because in this land you have the ability to sell something, you have the ability for money to be transferred between people. Like, there is no, I guess lack is what I'm trying to say, even though I'm really struggling with that idea, because I have a problem with like holding on to the little money that I have and not seeking that there is abundance out there. And so when I was reciting like all these things that I don't know how I literally don't know how I'm gonna do it. And then I went to the gym this morning. I have my little cup. I have 2 water bottles, actually. 2 clean water bottles. I got my water bottle. I have my gym bag. I have my little bar pad. I have my health watch that I can track my things with. I have jewelry in. I have a skincare routine. Like, I have clean water. And then I was like, wow, what a first world problem. Because there are literally people out there in this world today worrying about where their next meal is coming from. Literal people that are starving to death. Literal bombs being dropped on them. Literal people seeing their families die. And I'm worried about moving out. It just seems, I feel like, I don't know if this perspective is like bettering me, or just making me feel like, okay, then there's no point to anything. I don't even know like how to organize my thoughts right now. Sometimes I can't think. And that's why I feel like videos like this really make a difference in my talking, because when I try to organize my thoughts and like try and try to, what's the word? Try to articulate like what's going on in my mind, it's really hard. And I feel the more I talk and try to articulate, it helps me a lot better. And also the fact that I literally could not stay consistent on my own YouTube channel, and I could have not stayed consistent throughout my entire time owning my YouTube channel. The most I've ever stayed consistent is probably a month. And I realized that, and I thought, oh my gosh, I am a part of the group in the American pandemic of laziness. Because sometimes I feel like, am I just being lazy because I don't want to spend the time to actually think about like what I'm going to post, or spend the time to think about something other than consuming? And that's another struggle that I'm dealing with right now, is trying to stop the consuming. Stop the consuming. Stop it. Stop. Ugh. And I know it's so hard, because in this world of entertainment and endless videos and information, it's really hard to like just stop consuming, smell the roses, and also create something for yourself. And I feel like the only consistent thing that I've done in my life for like the past few years is my acting class. I haven't even stayed consistent with singing, but also the ability to actually, like, what's it called? Oh my god, I can't even think. And I took my omegas today. And the ability to actually take vitamins. Like, there are so many people around the world who don't even get their basic vitamins. So the fact that I have vitamins and I don't take them every day is a disgrace. And I also heard something like, laziness is such a sin, because it's saying that you have all of this stuff and what the privilege that you have and you're doing nothing with it. It was so eye-opening to me. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, the fact that you can even learn from everyone that you could possibly think of. First of all, I bought a singing course, which you buy it once and you keep it forever. So it's like a set of videos from Eric Vetro, which is Ariana Grande's vocal coach. You could literally learn from the best people in any industry. So that's the point that I was trying to make earlier with the people that we think that people had it easier back then because the dollar meant something. Well, back then they had to learn everything by themselves. They couldn't travel, further than their hometown, and they got everything out of books. They had to physically find things, and you had to physically be in person to learn from someone, and they had to pay money for stuff like that. We have it all for free. I have an acting coach. Like, you can learn things like this, and you can learn, you can learn, basically, is what I'm saying. And so I'm thinking, we literally have it so easy and we are so comfortable that maybe we just don't strive for bigger things because we're like, oh, it's fine right now. I'll just get, whatever job that I don't want to work for the rest of my life, but I'll get it for now because it's fine that it pays my things. And sometimes you do have to do that because I do need a job right now. But I also have the ability to make money off of YouTube, and I'm not capitalizing on that. I'm not taking that opportunity to build something more, and also I'm not taking the time, because I'm not putting in so much time in my YouTube, that's why I'm not getting anything back. And if I did put more time, then I would get more back. So then that would take a little bit of stress off my shoulders. It's just so weird because I just feel not just lost in what I'm gonna do, but I also feel guilty for not doing more. And I feel like that can also be a cycle that I can get stuck in where it's oh, I can do what I know now and I can try, but I always feel well, I'm not getting anything back because I didn't try hard enough. When you actually think of things have I tried hard enough? Did I even try hard enough in my workout today? I honestly don't think so. Why did I cut my last workout short? Because I was tired. Because I felt like I was done for. And I don't think people realize how privileged we actually are. We have time. And I know we have time because people have time to consume so much content. And I realized I do have a problem with social media. So I decided to delete it. I do spend a lot of time doing social media detoxes, but every single time I re-download it to check something, I spend so much time scrolling, and I realize now this has messed with my attention. This has messed with my ability to literally have nothing in the background. I go to the gym, I listen to music, I clean the house, I put on a podcast, I clean dishes, I listen to music. There is always some noise. And I feel like that's also a thing that's contributing to my lostness because I'm I don't know what to do, I don't know what to film. But have I actually sat down to think about it? Not just sitting in silence before you go to sleep, not just sitting in silence for when you wake up, not just sitting in silence when you're driving in the car, but actual intentional silence. And every single time that I do sit in silence intentionally, I do get ideas. And I do get my will to live back. And I do get some kind of motivation to where I'm okay, let me do this. Okay, let me set up a camera. Let me film. So that I can still keep my community on YouTube. Not only for that, but to also keep my ability to connect. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. I know I'm not the only person struggling with this. And I actually do watch a lot of videos of people talking like this. And I'm so refreshing. And I'm why can't that be me? Why can't it be me getting these brand deals to help like my family out. Because the only reason I have these goals for acting or for singing is like to have the ability to help my family. To have the ability to not worry about like if someone gets sick, or if someone gets injured, or if someone has any issues that we can't pay for like good treatment. I realize I haven't posted in like, I don't even know, I haven't even checked. Probably a month and a half, or maybe 2 months at this point. I don't even know. But if you wonder where I've been, I've literally been working. I've been working, consuming. That's my problem. Consuming. We need to stop being consumers. If you want to be a creator, be a creator. Stop consuming. Take out all of these distractions because they get you nowhere. They get everyone literally nowhere. Unless you're intentionally looking for specific information like how to start a YouTube channel, or how to create some type of content, or how to get into a certain industry, it is absolutely pointless. Yeah. I think I'm feeling a little angsty because I haven't eaten and I need to eat and I'm really hungry. So that'll be the end of this rant today. If you want to stay for this journey of me like figuring out this life and just hearing like these random rants I don't even know like what the point of is, well then subscribe, because I will keep making these and we will figure it out one day. So if you made it to the end, you're a trooper for real, because I don't think I'd be able to watch myself for this long. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.